Marcus Wu asked, "It has been raining for days on end. The horses are having difficulty trotting through the mud and the chariots cannot go anywhere. I am surrounded by the enemy on all sides. My troops are shaken. What should I do?" Wu Qi replied, "Chariots can only be used in battle in dry, warm terrain. They will not work in wet areas. You should seek the high ground and avoid lower-lying areas in order to put your chariots to good use. Always travel along proper roads so that you can move easily, whether advancing or withdrawing. If your enemies also use chariots, make use of the tracks they leave behind." This is a really good metaphor. Yes, we can see how this is completely appropriate for warfare, but what I see is, like, if it's been raining for days on end, this is a metaphor for you're having a really tough time in business or a tough time in life. It's been raining, right? Raining, like it's been a bad day, bad week, bad month, bad year. The horses are having difficulty trotting through the mud and the chariots cannot go anywhere. So the horse could be your mind, your will, your drive. The chariots could be your body, your tools, your materials, your crew, your employees, your managers, etc. Right? They can't go anywhere. It's been bad. And suddenly you're surrounded by the enemy on all sides. And so now it's a really bad situation. There's not only a bad weather, bad circumstances, bad market conditions. Now all of a sudden your competitors are right there. And Wu Qi says, well, chariots can only be used in dry, warm terrain. They will not work in wet areas. So just like your employees, just like your body, you can't operate effectively when you're in a bad time in your life, when you're in a bad time in your business, when all of these things that we talked about are going bad, and you have to kind of have that mindset shift, right? You have to have that mentality shift. And so you should seek the high ground and avoid lower lying areas, and in order to put your chariots to good use. So not even just metaphorically, but actually literally seeking the high ground, right? Seeking the better ground, seeking the better position. How can you get out of this downward spiral that you've been in? How can you get out of this negative feedback loop so that you can put your body to better use, your employees to better use, your mind to better use? Always travel along the proper roads so that you can move easily, whether advancing or withdrawing. So maybe you're going against the grain, against the wind. You haven't been doing things the right way. Well, now's the time to change that. Make use of the proper routes. Do things the right way and see how that changes things. And if the enemies use chariot, make use of the tracks that they leave behind. So they're doing something right because they've surrounded you. What has the enemy done? This really applies much less personally, but way more so in business, of like, well, what are they doing to achieve more sales? What are they doing that's working? What has been done for 100 years that's been working? What has been done for the last 8 quarters that's returned a profit or a positive revenue? And so that would be the tracks that they've left behind. So that, all right, go get some more, buddy. So that is exactly what we're looking to do.